Hello yoga friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica and this is the 31-day yoga challenge. Today is day 5 and the theme for today is flow. We're going to be focusing on a lot of continuously flowing movement. We won't be needing any props today, and as always, there is a playlist linked down below if you'd like to listen to some tunes while you practice. So without further ado, let's get started in a wide knee child's pose. So bringing feet together, knees about as wide as the mat. Let's exhale that forehead down onto the mat, bringing the fingertips towards the front of the mat. Maybe keeping a slight bend in the elbows, or of course you can always keep those elbows straight here. Fluttering the eyes closed or taking a soft gaze and really evening out that breath in and out through the nostrils. And coming into the present moment. We'll begin our practice by setting an intention. Anything that comes to mind is wonderful. And if nothing comes to mind, you can always use this one. I flow with life, and life flows with me. I flow with life, and life flows with me. And whatever intention you chose for yourself today, begin to inhale the beautiful energy from that intention in through the nose, deep into the belly. And open the mouth, sigh, exhale out anything extra that you may have brought onto your mat today. Let's take that one more time, inhaling deep into the belly. And open the mouth, sigh, exhale out anything extra. Coming back to that even breath, knowing you can always return to your intention throughout practice, and perhaps throughout the rest of your day today. Next inhale, let's walk those palms over to the outer edge of the right side of the mat and exhale that forehead down to the mat, straightening through that left arm, really opening through that left side body. We'll stay here for one more round of breath. And next inhale, let's walk over to the left side of the mat, exhaling that forehead down onto the mat. Opening through that right side body this time. And next inhale, let's come back to center, exhaling the forehead down onto the mat. And then inhaling, rolling up the spine, finding a tabletop position, making sure those knees are directly under the hips, wrists directly under the shoulders. Let's inhale, drop the belly, look up to the sky for cow pose. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine for cat. We'll take that one more time, connecting body to breath, inhaling to cow, and exhaling to cat. Inhale back to a neutral tabletop. We're going to start some hip circles here, maybe adding in some head circles as well. Just finding some organic movement. And let's reverse those the other way. Just loosening up the body here. And then coming back to a neutral tabletop. Let's flex those feet, maybe walking the palms out just a little bit, and then inhale, pressing those hips up and back for downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling through the feet, generously bending the knees, making sure shoulders are down and relaxed, neck nice and released, eyes of the elbows pointed towards the front of the mat, and all 10 fingers spread wide. We'll stay in our down dog, maybe finding some organic movement or breathing in stillness for about 2 more rounds of breath. And on your next inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet, step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders down and back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll up the spine one vertebrae at a time, coming into Tadasana, mountain pose. And then inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Let's inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the palms, step, hop, or float back, flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 3 rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead, and moving into Surya Namaskar B or Sun Salutation B. Let's exhale, sit down into Utkatasana. Chair pose, keeping those arms overhead, making sure shoulders are directly over knees, and you can see all 10 toes here. Staying here for one more round of breath. And next inhale, let's straighten those knees, standing up into a tall mountain pose, and then shifting the weight onto the left leg, picking up that right leg in one leg Tadasana. Exhale, pendulum the right leg back to warrior 3. Making sure the right knee and the right toes are pointed towards the front of the mat. And exhale, that right foot down into warrior 1. Making sure the right toes are pointed towards the top right corner. And exhale, open into warrior 2. Flipping the left palm towards the sky, reaching towards the front of the mat. Exhale, reverse your warrior 1 round of breath. Inhale back to warrior 2, and exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right arm overhead, extended side angle, 1 round of breath here, really feeling that line of energy from the outside of the right foot all the way through your fingertips. Inhaling back to warrior 2. Let's flip that palm one more time, reaching towards the front of the mat. Exhale, reverse your warrior, 1 round of breath. Inhale back to warrior 2, and exhale, left forearm to left thigh, right arm overhead, extended side angle. Always option to take the bind here by reaching behind your back with your right arm and with your left arm under your left thigh. Wherever you are, let's inhale back to warrior 2. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down, stepping back and flowing as you so choose. I'll meet you in downward facing dog. 2 more rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, let's rise up to the balls of the feet. Step, hop, or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, sit down into Utkatasana, chair pose. Feet together or hip width distance. Staying here for 2 rounds of breath. Maybe getting even further into the Utkatasana by bending the knees on your exhales. And then inhale, straighten both legs, looking up to the sky, and then coming back to center. Shifting the weight onto the right leg, picking up that left leg, and exhale, pendulum that left leg behind you for warrior 3, or just simply place that left foot in that warrior 1. If you are in warrior 3, let's exhale that left foot down to the mat, reaching arms overhead for warrior 1, and exhale, open to warrior 2. Flipping that right palm towards the sky, reaching towards the front of the mat. Exhale, reverse your warrior 1 round of breath. And next inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm overhead, extended side angle.
Inhaling back to warrior two. Let's flip that right palm towards the sky. Reach towards the front of the mat. Exhale, reverse your warrior. 1 round of breath. And inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, right forearm to right thigh, left arm overhead, extended side angle. 1 more round of breath here. And inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel those palms down to the mat. Step the right foot back. Flow as you so choose. And I'll meet you in downward facing dog. One more round of breath here. And next exhale, let's bend those knees and find our way onto our bums with our legs extended forward, both feet flexed for staff pose. Inhaling, arms overhead, and exhale, forward fold. Maybe having your palms on your shins here, around the balls of your feet. Releasing through your head, neck, and shoulders. Maybe getting a little deeper into the pose on each exhale, or celebrating where you are. This is a little pause from that continuous motion. And we'll stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. And next, inhale. From here, we're going to extend our arms forward like we're reaching past our toes. And then exhale, very gently roll down onto your back, bringing arms overhead. And then inhale, roll back up without lifting anything off the ground in your lower body. Reach past your toes once more. And then exhale, roll down. Inhale, roll up. And we'll do that twice more. So rolling down 1 vertebrae at a time. Really activating our core here. And then rolling up 1 more time. Let's go ahead and forward fold. And then inhale, roll up just to a seated position here. We're going to bend through that right knee, placing that right sole of the foot onto the inside of the left leg for seated tree. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhale, fold over. Take 3 rounds of breath here. An option to stay here in this seated tree fold, or inhale, roll up the spine, placing that right hand behind the right hip, and inhale up to stargazer, extending that left arm overhead towards the back of the mat, gazing up, imagining a beautiful starry night. Next exhale, let's lower back into that seated tree, extending that right leg forward, just windshield wipering the feet, and then bringing that left sole of the foot onto the inside of the right leg, seated tree on the opposite side. Inhaling, arms overhead, and exhale, fold over. 3 rounds of breath. And option to stay here, or on your next inhale, roll up the spine, placing that left hand behind the left hip. And inhale, press up onto your left shin for stargazer. next exhale, coming back down in to seated tree. Let's extend that left foot towards the mat. Reaching once more all the way past your toes, and exhale, let's roll down onto our backs. Inhaling the right knee into the chest, and exhale, guide that right knee across the body for a supine twist as you bring your right arm out to the side, making sure right shoulder remains on the earth, an option to gaze over the right fingertips. 3 rounds of breath here. And on your next inhale, let's inhale that right knee into the chest, and then exhale, extend it onto the ground. As you inhale that left knee into the chest, exhale, guide that left leg across the body as you extend that left arm out to the side, making sure the left shoulder remains in contact with the mat. Option to gaze over the left fingertips. 3 rounds of breath. And next inhale, let's inhale that left knee back into the chest, and exhale that left leg down to the mat. Let's bend both knees this time, placing both soles of the feet onto the mat, bringing arms down by the side, palms down, setting up for bridge pose. Next inhale, we're going to press through the feet, lifting the pelvis up to the sky for bridge. From here, we're going to pulse our pelvis for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here in bridge just for a few more rounds of breath. Maybe binding the hands on the earth, walking the shoulder blades in. And wherever you are, next exhale, let's lower down to the mat. Inhaling knees into the chest once more. Let's go for our happy baby by grabbing the outer edges of the feet and moving the knees towards the armpits. Option to sway from side to side or breathe in stillness. And on your next few rounds of breath, begin to move to your Shavasana, final resting pose for the day. Maybe you take a constructive rest, allowing the knees to stay bent, knocking the knees in, or extend the legs out for a traditional Shavasana. Scanning the body for any tension we can exhale. Adjusting any clothing or hair that might be distracting. And allowing ourselves to stop being a human doing and just be a human being. I will let you know when it's time to come out of your Shavasana. But for now, simply rest. And you are welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. But if you like to close out class with me, begin to bring awareness back to your breath, introducing some movement into your fingers and toes, maybe by wiggling them, rolling through the wrists and ankles, maybe windshield wipering the feet or knees from side to side, finding any organic movement to wake the body back up. And then we're going to roll onto one side for a fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow, keeping the knees bent, taking a nice round of breath here. And then on your next inhale, gently pressing your way into Sukhasana, easy pose. Maybe keeping your eyes closed or in a soft gaze, bringing your hands to heart center. I want to thank you for coming to practice with me today and sharing your energy. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll close our class with the sound of Om, inhaling through the nose, deep into the belly. Om. And bringing thumbs to third eye. May the light and love in me recognize and honor the light and love in you. Namaste.